Welcome to That Guy's a Maniac, the podcast, episode 13, or in Final Fantasy terms, that would be X111 or 10.3 or whatever. Does this episode feature lightning in any fashion?
I love that you think Roman numerals was invented by Final Fantasy.
It was. That's how it works.
Okay. I like how I think Final Fantasy are the people who make the Final Fantasy game.
The Final Fantasies. Yeah, is lightning in this episode?
Who knows?
Okay, so the other people that are in this episode are myself, Richie, and as you can hear, Farley is also here.
I'm here.
As ever. And who is our sponsor for our episode today?
Did you introduce us for the podcast properly?
Well, I didn't say anything about like our website, www.thatguys.co.uk, or anything about where other people could catch us, like for instance on Twitter or Instagram at That Guy's a Maniac.
Do you think we should do that or skip it?
I think skip it.
Okay.
Cool. So, sponsor.
So, as ever, we're grateful to our sponsors for making this podcast come true. We use the money on things like prostitutes of all genders, cocaine, shilling out and selling out generally. And today's sponsors...
Butt plugs, lots of butt plugs.
Or butt plugs, all kinds. Today's sponsors are Abstergo Industries. Abstergo Industries is a multinational corporate conglomerate and the primary front for the modern day activities of the Templar Order. A bit strange that that's in their logo. I don't think you can be a front if like your strapline is "We are a front." But there we go.
Well, I mean,
not to criticise our sponsors. So yeah, Abstergo Industries.
It's refreshing in these days to actually have a very transparent company that actually just says it like it is. Yeah, it'd be great.
I mean, I wish the tanning shop around the corner from me was just we sell drugs and we have one sunbed that is never used.
Sunbeds and weed.
Yeah. Emphasis on the weed.
And that sort of crossing out of the S in sunbeds.
Yeah. and just a permanent out of order sign on the one sunbed that's in the window, which isn't actually a sunbed. It's like a old solar panel.
or what is it? The George Foreman grill.
One of those that's open.
Oh man, drip tray full of, I don't know. Let's not go down that path.
And we're absolutely not comparing our sponsor to George Foreman Grill, drug front based tanning shop based in suburban England.
Yeah, otherwise the Templars are going to come and get you.
Oh no. Or the assassins.
Well, I mean, it's fairly easy. Do you not just use the counter attack and run away from them anyway? And like push people away from them in the crowd?
I don't know. I've only played 2 Assassin's Creed games.
Oh, we're talking about Assassin's Creed?
No, we're not. No, but we are now. Because we had a plan. So I've played like the last one, which really plays down the boring modern day plot thing and doesn't really have spoiler. This is spoilers for Assassin's Creed Origins. Has nothing to do with assassins whatsoever. And then right at the end of the story, he kind of pushes a bird skull into the sand. I know this sounds weird, but he pushes a bird skull into the sand. And then his wife picks up the skull, and the little impression that it makes in the sand is the Assassin's Creed logo.
Okay.
And you're like, oh right, so I guess that's them. That's how they invented the Assassin's Creed then.
So just to clarify, you've only played the last one, and the last one is Assassin's Creed Origins, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with so yeah, I don't know. I imagine who's on whose side. Anyway, today we've got a special treat. Richie doesn't know what we're doing, but I found online a relationship quiz based on Pokemon. So obviously it's meant for people who are in a sexual relationship. So some of the questions we'll have to work around.
Wait a minute, you said it was about Assassin's Creed.
No, that was just our
front.
Sponsor.
Motherfuck.
Yeah, there we go. Our ad was up front for the true content. So there's a bunch of Pokemon questions. They're quite, they come quite fast and furious. So we'll have to kind of talk around them a little bit. And as we go, I'll record our answers and then I'll kind of come up with our score at the end. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're so professional, we've timed it perfectly so that when the expansion to Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out, which is in a week for us now, it will have been 3 months ago when you're listening to this. So timely. So maybe the expansion was awful and we really don't want to tie it into it. Maybe you completely finished the expansion. Maybe you never downloaded the expansion. But that's what we're kind of theming this episode.
People who are listening to us could be listening to us in like 2021 rather than 2020. So it is really academic. So it might, at the minimum, we're out by a month, but it could be, decades out as well.
Yeah. The only people who are listening to this in the best kind of time window is us, right? Live.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, bringing it to the users. So we're going
to capitalize on the iBase, the digital content, all of that stuff for maximum marketing, crowd share, digital crowd share, mind share. We're both big Pokemon fans, goes without saying. If you don't play Pokemon games, some of these questions you won't know. So I suggest you educate yourself.
Get fucking learnt, you prick.
Yeah, it's been 30 years. What have you been doing?
I know.
There's plenty of useful resources out there. I'll be keeping a tally, so you might hear me scribbling down numbers and stuff. And also there's a truth I want to get to. So I've inserted a question somewhere very early on. So are you ready?
I am. Yeah, I'm ready. My body is ready.
Okay, very good. 9-year-old meme. So this is the Pokemon relationship quiz. Question number 1. What is your favorite Pokemon type and why?
Oh, okay. My favorite Pokemon type would be the Fairy type because I like the juxtaposition of seemingly innocent looking Pokemon being able to take down big monstrous dragons and stuff like that. And for example, Sylveon covered with like floating ribbons, or Ribombee, which is just sort of like a little fuzzy little fairy being able to just do massive big damage to dragons and stuff like that. Really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I think that type actually really suits you because it's one of the newer types. But yeah, you kind of really melded with it straight off the bat.
Yeah, totally.
That's a good answer. My answer, and if you've ever read anything we've written, God bless you.
Can I guess? Yeah, it's rock.
Yes, it's rock type. It's rock type. I think other things that would come close, maybe water.
Water's a tough one because we've got a bit of a contentious one over that.
Yeah, so this is an insight into our relationship. We're really getting an insight into our relationship. One day, when we were just chatting to each other, we divided up the Pokemon types as if we were getting a divorce.
Oh dear.
And who would get each type? And there were some contested types, and there were some which were clearly one or the other. So yeah,
and there was also ones that nobody took as well.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I hate that kid. Can you have that kid?
It's like electric. Who wants electric? Do you want electric for Pikachu?
No, isn't. Yeah, who's there? Lantern. Oh, Lantern's kind of cool, but cool enough to take.
Yeah. No.
Plusle and Minun and Electrike and
all
Electric.
the Pokemon wannabe, the Pikachu wannabes,
All the pseudo Pikachus. So my favorite rock type is my favorite Pokemon type is rock. That's because I love the fossils. It's the home of Star, and I do love big, fat, slow, physical defensive Pokemon who get absolutely destroyed by grass moves or anyone who has a special attacking move.
Yeah, it's as long as you like that. That's all that's important.
That is specifically what I play those games for. Is to cower in fear when a Blossom pops out and one hit KOs my entire team with Giga Drain.
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down. So Fairy, which is a good answer. For you, I mean, and rock types. Okay, question number 2.
Okay.
What happened to you in fire types, Richie?
Is that the one that you perhaps inserted a little bit earlier?
This might have been one I inserted. So, to give you a bit of background, listeners, back in the day when Richie and I met, you were playing, was it Pokemon Gold?
Gold, yeah.
Yeah. And you were a huge fan of the fire types. I remember you kind of, I look at Macargo, what a cool combination of fire and rock, because it's kind of weak to itself.
I was all about Magmar.
Magmar.
Yeah.
Had a soft spot for Charizard. Ponyta, obviously, is kind of something you were really into. Rapidash. And then something happened. And then you just really kind of fell out of love with fire types. I think it's really sad because you and Fairy's a good fit, but you and Fire, you've got
red hair,
fiery character, red hair. You like big explosions, stuff like that. So just between you and me and the 3 people who will listen to this, one of which will be you, one of which will be me, and somebody else maybe.
Yeah, somebody in Las Vegas.
What happened to you in fire types?
They're not very good. Ultimately, there's actually only there's very few fire types outside of the starters. Now, I don't really buy into the starters very much, and that's my own issue. I feel like they're free Pokemon given to you at the very, very start of the game, and they are always just middling stats. But one of the things that bothered me for a long time was how weak a lot of the fire types were. And I'm not meaning to water type or whatever, but their stats were always quite low. Specifically, their speed was quite bad. So for any of the ones that you quite liked, they ended up having quite a low speed stat. And then on top of that, they would have some sort of gimpy defense rating out of the blue for some mad reason. Like, again, Magmar's a very good example of that. You wouldn't think it to look at him, but his defense is like pretty pish, and yeah, it's just like it's one of these things where they are weak, or if you like the aesthetic of one, the speed isn't particularly good or competitive in any fashion. And outside of, say, Rapidash or Magcargo in the first couple of generations, it was either that or starters or what was the other, legendaries. There weren't that many to really sort of like get into, and I think it was generation after generation nothing came through as something beneficial. Like in Gen 3, I think we got a camel that was on fire, or Torkoal, and again, no speed stat whatsoever on these guys. They were just like they were just fire types ready to get hit. That was it, and it just didn't give you any sort of fun or competitiveness, and I just got fed up with them. And then you ended up getting like fire monkeys and
so many fire monkeys. So many.
I just got
Two.
Okay, 3. And if you include previous generations of them as well, or prevos.
Who's the third? Oh yeah, so you've got the. I mean, I guess the other thing is when the starters started getting dual typing, they just kept getting fucking fighting, which is just.
Well, I mean, Charizard is fire and flying. He's always had that. The starters always have dual typing.
Really, what's Blastoise's second type?
Oh, most of the time. All right, okay. There are, yeah. And what about Venusaur? Is he a single type?
What about Superior second type?
Whatever, man. You know, it's just like it's probably about 50-50 on this. Let's not get into it.
No, I know. Just say so because you had Blaziken who got the fire type, right, and then Incineroar, a fighting type, also got fighting type.
Yeah, and then Blaziken and Infernape as well. Yeah, it's just fire monkeys everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then I guess the other thing, I mean, obviously we both play competitively and have both won Pokemon World Championships.
Yep.
They weren't very good in the meta. You get dictated by rain, and for a while everything was about rain. Get really dictated with entry hazards. Yeah. And for a while it was all about entry hazards and rain. And
again, I suppose that's another thing, is like in Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, or even further on than that, one of the most powerful water moves, Surf. Every fucker had it.
Yeah.
You know, and like even grass types.
So weak to Earthquake, and everybody had Earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay. Yeah, that's why I fell out with love with the fire type.
And that's understandable. I just wanted to know, because it wasn't like Fairy type came in and kind of replaced it. You know, it's a big old gap.
That being said, I have flirted with fire types in the last generation as well. Like I had a fond spot for Salazzle, poison and fire type.
Yeah, you're a big Chandelure fan.
Not a huge Chandelure fan. I like my ghost types, but I don't know. I think there's something just quite glass cannon-y, not very interesting about Chandelure. But I liked the Volcarona as well, the fire type one, bug thing.
Oh, yeah.
My only gripes with that one is that every fucker had one as well. Yeah. But
interestingly, in the current meta, well, the two which have done well in competitive are Talonflame, basically the Tailwind,
yeah,
and Brave Bird. And then at the moment, this is likely to change when the expansion comes out, well, it already has come out in your timeline. Torkoal and Arcanine are doing, high percentage uses of those two at the moment, which is crazy.
Torkoal got a lot of love from, like, is there not a gym leader that, like Flannery or something like that's very popular in Japan, and she has Torkoal or something?
Yeah. It was just amazing to see, like Dynamaxing Arcanines and support Torkoals. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, no points for my little note taking for that question, but thanks for revealing a little bit of yourself, Dan. Question number 3, secretly 2. If you had to join one, which team would you join? Team Rocket, Plasma, Magma, or Aqua?
Like, that isn't even a fucking question. It's Rocket all the way. And it's not Team Rainbow Rocket either. It is Rocket.
Proper Rocket.
Proper fucking Rocket, man.
Pure Team Rocket. Team Rocket all the way. It's weird that they kind of went away, and then they obviously keep going back when they keep re-releasing old games.
Oh man, I thought you were going to go down a sort of different route. So it's weird that they keep going away and sort of blasting off again, and then each time they come back. I totally thought that was the angle you were going to go there.
No, it was how there's the threat of them coming back. I think in the anime, they are, Team Rocket still exists, and you still see Giovanni rocking about. Obviously for Jesse and James. For me it's the same. Team Rocket all the way. Love the aesthetic, love the Pokemon, love Jesse, James, Meowth, Wobbuffet. Of the other three, I thought Team Magma and Team Aqua were weak. I liked what they did with them in the Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I'm saying that right. And they kind of jazzed them up a bit, gave them a bit more of a character, and a few kind of, the grunts had a bit. Team Plasma was ugh.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I have, I don't feel like this is even a question, and I don't believe that they even need to be justified in this. It's Team Rocket. Let's finish this question and move on to the next. The other ones, nobody cares.
Question number 4. What is your favourite Pokemon?
Oh, I mean, it's very, very tough just to sort of pigeonhole one specific super favourite. And there are many that I've been in and out of love with a lot. Like, you're probably expecting me to say Dunsparce. I was in love with for a long time. I thought he was really, really cool, especially when I sort of introduced his para-flinching to you. Because
I think you invented that tech basically, and now it's well known.
Yeah, I did Billy Big Balls. Yeah. Nah, but we had that competition where you were able to steal one of my Pokemon, and I got to keep one of mine, and you stole like a big beastin' Gyarados that I had, but I just straight up para-flinch. You couldn't do anything, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? It was good. I really, really enjoyed that.
I feel there's a butt coming.
But I think I've really, really been won over by the fairy types, and I think I like, there's so many of them that I enjoy to use, and the other but of course is the gimped Serene Grace as well. So para-flinching sort of stopped becoming a thing, and that made me fall out of love with Dunsparce.
Oh, Dunsparce.
I know, it's fucking brutal. It really, really is. So I think I'm going to lean back, and I'm just going to go full Sylveon. Like, it's definitely
Sylveon,
one.
just
Yeah.
full in.
Yeah, absolute favourite of mine. I leveled one up twice just to have two different versions of them. I got a Defendy one and I got a full all-out attacker one. Yeah, I think Sylveon's a really, really good and best of the Eevee evolutions, straight up. And also the best colour for Shiny as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Sylveon, and but with a special mention to Dunsparce, because it's cool. As much as he is a former shadow of what he was previous generations, he's still quite a cool aesthetic, and fingers crossed for that mega evolution one day.
I would say for you, would Lopunny get an honorary mention?
Lopunny gets an honorary mention, but again, there's no mega evolutions in the current game, which
you don't get to see Riptide's
Lopunny, and the weird pointy out Myxomatosis eyes.
Yeah.
And of course Lopunny. I had my brilliant pun name, so rather than it being Myxomatosis, it was Kixomatosis, because she kicks things.
Yes, she kicks things.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. But again, actually. I leveled up two of them as well, and I have one which actually has no attacking moves whatsoever. It's just, it does switcheroo, and it has wish support and things like that. It's an arsehole Pokemon. But yeah, an honourable mention, I guess, to Lopunny as well.
Maybe we'll see. Our listeners will know. Maybe one or both of them will be back in the expansion. Dunsparce and Lopunny.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
What about you?
For me, well, it's very, very difficult. I do like to think.
Fuck off.
I do get upset. Well, I do get obsessed over oh shit, which my 6 pick? If I had to pick 6. So, and it's probably true. I think it's clearly Omastar. I've got a lot of love for Omastar. Again, rock types, fossils. I kind of like the gimpy mechanics of Omastar in both the games and the card game, as well as a real life love of things like Ammonites. The closest underneath that I think would probably be Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Mostly because of Smash, I think. So I'd always.
I'm going to pause you right there. Now, you may not know this, but I'm a huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, and most recently, they've got the RuPaul's All Stars Series 5, which is basically some of the old drag queens come back and they all compete versus each other. And they actually all got asked. What is that noise?
I have no idea. It's the strangest noise coming from my house. Carry on.
Sorry.
It's so weird.
They all got asked, what is your favorite Pokemon? And like, of course, some of their answers were like, I'm a 4-year-old drag queen. I have no idea. And of course, most of them were answering like Pikachu. Yay, Pikachu, because it's like the only Pokemon they know.
Yeah,
but
we know.
One of the drag queens, Shea Coulee, is her name, and she answered, "Oh, I'll have to go Jigglypuff, because it's just so cool in the anime, and of course, also really, really good at using them in Smash." And I was like, "No fucking way! That is the best. That is the answer to that question." You know. So I love the fact that you pretty much mirrored it exactly.
Yeah. Did she then significantly jump up in your estimations?
Yeah, absolutely. She's my favourite to win now.
Yeah, and I really like Jigglypuff. Again, in the anime and in recent series of the anime, the Jigglypuff from the first series kind of comes back and follows them around, which is cool. And I think I've got 4 shinies I've shiny hunted over the years, including a couple. I've got a couple which I've kind of leveled up to 100, which only have the specials from Smash, and carries a Pokeball. So yeah, a close second is going to be Omastar and Jigglypuff. Notice that 4 out of our top 5 are not currently playable in Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Sad times.
I like the fact that the question is also choose your top number 1, yet we've made provisions to somehow make a top 3 or top 2.
Yeah, but based on pure love,
Yeah.
If you said, "Oh, I quite like," I'm like, "Fuck off! You don't love. You don't love." Scoring for this is really fucking weird, so it's going to take me a minute. So you've gone for Sylveon.
Yeah.
I've gone for Omastar. Okay. Then we've got a couple of quick fire questions, or quicker fire questions. Question number 5: Hitmontop or Hitmonchan?
Not Hitmonlee on there.
Hitmontop or Hitmonchan? Oh yeah, weird. Let's change it. Let's change it and fuck it. I'll just change the scoring for Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan?
Hitmonlee. I like the kicky one more. It's like a chocolate bar with legs.
We'll include Hitmontop, but obviously no one is choosing Hitmontop. Hitmontop, Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee?
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee, really?
Yeah, the chocolate bar with legs. It's cool.
Interesting. I think that's the less popular option.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it when Pokemon get too anthropomorphized. I don't like.
I'm not judging.
Yeah.
Just saying, I'm not judging. Your choice is valid. I think,
but
but yeah, I think that'd be the least popular one, just because it's so weird. It's like a chalk ice.
Yeah.
With
Dr. Octopus arms
with
for his
really
feet.
stretchy arms and leg. Yeah. I'm gonna go Hitmonchan. I think it's just because in yellow I picked Hitmonchan, so I have that slight. I mean, I've never ever put any investment in either of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately the same thing. I also don't get Hitmonchan's aesthetic. Why he's wearing like a sort of Roman skirt.
Yeah, and to what extent can they? I mean, who? I don't know why people are thinking about this. To what extent can they take off their clothes?
Yeah, don't go down that path, because then you're going to wonder: are they naked? Do they have genitalia? And then you just don't want to go down that. No.
And how do they get their clothes? So when it evolves from a Tyrogue, it gets its clothes. So is there some kind of like universe, some new energy you can come up with by farming Tyrogues and then
seriously this is a deep hole which is going to go into like the metaphysics of what are these Pokemon.
Reusing their garments to create energy. And Incineroar's got that belt, Machamp's got that belt. Who else? Others have got clothes.
Yeah, plenty have got. Most of the fighting ones, Sock and Throw, have got like robes on.
Yeah, they've got this whole geese.
Yeah.
So yeah, are they naked? Oh man, I am definitely looking up naked Sorts and Throws after this.
Yeah. And of course, we forgot about Lopunny with her ripped tights.
Oh yeah. It's weird. So you said Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Which is Hitmontop in our point system here, and I said Hitmonchan. This is good. Zangoose or Seviper?
Seviper. Poison types always got a place in my heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I just don't like Zangoose's aesthetic.
Again, exactly what I just said. I don't like it when they get too anthropomorphized as well. Like they look too human, and it's lazy.
He's a bit edgelordy as well. I mean, there are. We've talked at length about the Lucarios of this world and the Lycanrocs of this world. Zangoose is nowhere near that, but
yeah, you could definitely make an edgelord team straight away, and he could definitely have a place on it.
Yeah, Shiny's cool though. It has that kind of blue stripe instead of the red stripe. Unfortunately, I don't really think either of them are particularly competitive. Nope. I'd love to have a decent Seviper, but
again, like if you were to make that question, Seviper or Arbok, who do you choose? Arbok straight away.
Yeah, but which? Okay, no, I'm not going to ask that because neither of us know. The true master question is which variant of Arbok?
Oh, fuck off! No, we're not going to go down there. Whatever one Jesse had.
Yeah, which is probably the Cantonian, right? Yeah, Arbok. Also, no viability.
I definitely have one with like ridiculously good stats. I'm gonna say it has no viability. I think it is.
Earthquake just destroys those guys.
Yeah.
Man. Poison types. Okay, so that both easy, both of Viper. Next, this could be tricky. Oh, will it? Jesse or James?
Jesse.
Really?
Yeah.
I see you as being more like James. You're the James to my Jesse.
I feel insulted by that.
If you die and you have no kind of next of kin, and it falls to me to come up with your epitaph on your grave, it will read, "Here lies Richie Cunningham, the Jesse to my the James to my Jesse."
Oh, damn it. I've got you recorded saying Jesse to my James, so that's all that matters. And plus, we both know that you're going to die before me anyway.
I don't know. Jesse or James? Who did you choose? Jesse.
Yeah.
I do like James. His character does develop a lot, but then Jesse's got a cool.
Jesse's cool, and
Yeah,
James
Jess-
is total. Nah, I don't. Again, this is not a question. It's always going to be Jesse. I don't know why you're arguing this case.
Because James has a, you haven't seen the latest series. He gets a Moraine and has a really nice kind of sweet story with her. Jesse has Wobbuffet though. Yeah, Jesse. Okay, both. Couple of Jessies.
There we go. That's the name for this podcast.
Okay. The next one, and I don't really think I have an opinion on this. Zekrom or Reshiram?
Oh, fluffy penis, I guess.
Which one is that? Reshiram.
Reshiram. Oh my god. The only reason I know it's Reshiram is because there was a Pokemon Go raid the other day there. But yeah, for all of our listeners out there, go and Google Reshiram and then observe.
Reshiram, and you'll be like, oh, that's kind of a cool kind of like, Godzilla type Pokemon. But then
it's got like a fluffy penis, and not only that, if you look really close, it's dual pronged. Fucking hell! He's got a dual pronged fluffy penis.
This is huge. Like fluffy dong. And like Zekrom has got nothing even comparable. It's not like it's a
another edgelord. It's got a Z in it. That's such a proper fucking edgelord.
And he glows.
Yeah.
And he glows. Yeah.
And he's black.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the feather penis too. Reshiram, just for the penis points. Which one? Did you ever use any of them?
No.
Ever?
No. And like you got like special version of that you could use their DNA to make. Oh
Kyurem.
Fuck. What's his name?
Kyurem.
Yeah, you can make him into.
Kyurem.
Yeah, make him fluffy penis or make him edgelord lightning man. Ugh, they're non-events. Non-event legendaries, don't even care about them.
You see them a lot in Sword and Shield, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, people like to use them, and you most often see Reshiram. So we've gone for the
but you immediately think that that's just like a 12-year-old edgelord.
And you want to, if there was any way to communicate, be like, mate, have you seen his fluffy penis? Maybe you don't know, but he's got a huge fluffy penis. Maybe you're cool with that, and that's fine. But if you don't know, it's
huge double-pronged fluffy penis. Let's keep that in.
Yeah, it's like right up his body as well. Great.
But sidetrack. What other animals in the animal kingdom, just to take advantage of your job, have double-pronged penises?
Oh, there's a lot of them. A lot of the marsupials do.
Okay.
So no, your kangaroos, etc. I'm not actually sure on a case-by-case basis whether koalas, wombats, etc. do. Oh man, we could do an entire podcast on this separately.
Double-pronged penises.
Double pronged penises, traumatic insertion, funny ways of doing it. Funny ways of injecting, but no.
No, okay.
We won't.
So,
if that's what you're after, start with marsupials.
No, what I was after, I was just sort of asking as a general thing, because a lot of Pokemon they're based on Google.
I've been on Google for days, and I'm not getting these double prong penis results I want. What terms do I need?
Plus kangaroo.
Plus marsupials or marsupialia, and then you'll start to really get in that double prong penis content. I'm not too sure about monotremes actually. Maybe monotremes.
You're a monotreme.
Yeah, and then Okay. Next question. Oh, this is a bit tricky actually. Favorite gym leader?
I forget most of them.
Okay, I've got a list in front of me. Have I got a list in front of me? Oh no, don't.
But the whole point is, a lot of them are so forgettable that, like,
absolutely.
Oh yeah, that person. I'm gonna say Misty, and I'm just gonna stick with Misty.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I know
Yes.
it's such a generic answer, but it's fucking. She's more popular than any other gym leader I can think of. Brock, maybe, but yeah, like, I could probably name as many fingers as my hand as I could gym leaders.
Name as many fingers as your hand as gym leaders.
I forgot what the fucking phrase was.
I know, everyone knows what you mean.
Yeah, good.
Everyone knows what you mean. Okay, this list is slowly loading. Brock. Yeah, it's something that it's a bit of a wasted opportunity because you kind of see them. I guess in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you could kind of get their phone number and meet up to battle. I'll run through them just in case you change your mind or they probably went. Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Erica, Koga, Janine, Sabrina, Blaine, Giovanni? Question mark? Blue is on this list. Is that erroneous? Faulkner, Bugsy, Whitney, Morty. God.
This is not engaging. Let's not go through this.
What about mine? I'm thinking about mine.
All right. Well, there's the new gym leaders, but they're not technically gym leaders. They're a bit more flavorful as well.
Yeah, and you get to do more stuff with them, so they're a little bit more memorable. Yeah. Whereas in the other games, you might struggle to fight one of them, and then that'll be it. I'm gonna go for Roxanne.
yeah, with the nose pass. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and she's really cool in the manga. So let me write this down. Misty and Roxanne. Jesus Christ. Oh, so could have gone for older men, maybe.
So we've both chosen little girls, right?
Okay. Ooh. Question number 10. This is a multiple choice question. Where does Pokemon come in terms of your priorities? A, bottom of the list. I haven't got time to worry about it. B, work definitely comes first and then Pokemon. C, after my kids, they come first and they need me. Don't know who's choosing C out there, selfish. D, it comes top of the list.
I can't, like, that assumes that kids are more important than work, that list.
Well, more importantly, it seems kids are more important than Pokemon.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know, like, I'm just sort of saying also that order. Like, I have been known to sit in work and at the same time do some EVing. So in
that case, you've got some hardcore actual evidence.
Yeah, but I kind of want to eliminate the choice of kids over Pokemon entirely from that list and make it not a multiple choice thing and make it a multiple choice but only out of 3 choices. Okay,
so it's either bottom, you haven't got time to worry about it, top, or it's just such a weird question. It's either your least priority out of all things in life.
Yeah.
Under geese, under hanging baskets, under
don't go down this path. No.
Street signs, other things I can see, houses,
massive dildos.
Top of your list. Above, breathing, eating, or more important than work.
More important than work.
Okay. No. The answer is work definitely comes first, and then Pokemon.
Oh, does your work listen to this?
Yeah, the entirety of my work definitely listens to this podcast. Work definitely is either bottom of your list, just under work, wherever work comes in your list, or it comes top.
I hate this answer or question.
I know. It's so badly phrased. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All or nothing, or just under work.
Let's go all or nothing.
Okay. So no, sorry, you're going all or nothing.
I'm gonna go all.
All. I'm gonna go all as well. Within that. Next question. Favorite Pokemon generation? I don't know if this includes Sword and Shield, but we'll throw it in.
I think probably it has to be the most recent one because of all of the improvements. And I know that's a bit of a cop-out answer, but like
No,
each
it's valid.
each generation it has got better. Like even the second generation, you just got to replay the original game again. You know?
Yeah, but better.
Yeah. And I mean, I couldn't even tell you, like, I wouldn't even say that there is a bad generation to probably preempt the next
Yeah. I was going to say it was the next question might represent that. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, thinking about forgettableness, and it's a bit tricky because obviously we've had Kanto rammed down our throats at least 3 times. Yeah, it gets really vague. So obviously, Silver and Gold is
Johto.
Wobbly Tower, Flame Tower, running around after the dogs.
Yeah.
Gyarados Lake, the National Bug Contest, Ilex Forest. Then Ruby and Sapphire, I just remember going up and down boring water for ages.
You get to hop about on your bike.
With the aqua bike. The tree, is that where the tree house? Oh, that's where the lava village is as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gen 4.
Generation 4, that's Hoenn.
Diamond and Pearl.
Again, no.
Hoenn's 3.
Oh, I'm so glad. This is the greatest fucking. I
know.
Yeah, no. Gen 4 is Diamond and Pearl. It's definitely, and then you got Platinum, and you also had Heart Gold and Soul Silver at the same time.
What do you remember from Diamond and Pearl? I remember going underground bases, Spirit Tomb, running up and down that weird thing for Spirit Tomb.
Yeah, again, you had like the 2 big Godzilla things, and they were the gods of time and space. And did that not have Giratina? And you had like the upside down world and stuff like that.
I don't remember much in the way of the cities and towns. Gen 5 is just fucking trash. And
no, it's Black and White. Black and White is
Black and White, yeah.
I think a lot of people liked that one. You got to go back in time, or you got a Black and White 2, which was a time jump. But again, I suppose
wrong.
Yeah.
Then X and Y.
Yeah, that's the move into 3D, and it's all French. It was quite good.
Europe, and then Alola.
Yeah.
No, I like Alola actually. And then we've got Sword and Shield. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Sword and Shield, which is so boring, but because it's the most recent one, it's the nicest one to move about, you know, without worrying about random like it never feels like, oh, I have to go to this location, that's a pain in the ass to go to. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna run there actually because it's easy.
Okay.
So Sword and Shield. Jeez, we are answering a lot of these questions the same.
Because of the right answers.
Question number 12. Least favourite Pokemon generation?
I am going to base this entirely on my previous statement of they've only got better, and I'm just going to say Gen 1 is the worst.
Mental, that is the wrong answer.
That is the right answer. Gen 1 is a pain to play. It only has 151 Pokemon in it, and it's
think about the Pokemon in that generation. All the good ones.
All the good ones.
You're throwing out all the good ones.
I'm not throwing anything out. I'm just saying it's the worst.
No, you're throwing them out.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you've put your keys into the bowl. That's not what I want to say. You've thrown your keys into the bowl.
So I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Mike,
What?
Maybe. Depends on the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Gen 5's the worst. Not because it is the worst, but because too many people claim it's their favourite, and I just can't handle that.
Yeah, okay.
I just didn't. It's probably one of the ones I spent the most time on as well, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the craziest thing.
Yeah, but I just...
And who are you throwing out in Gen 5? You are...
Okay, Patrat.
Yeah.
Watchog.
Let's skip the
Purloin,
trash. You're getting rid of Gigalith.
Panseer.
You're getting rid of Gigalith. You're getting
Pan
rid...
the other one.
Oh, yeah, fuck the monkeys, man.
Simi the other one. Munna. P-Dove. Zeb Striker.
I'm talking about the ones you care about. And Gothagrigus, Archeops, Caracosta.
Wagon Grass ones. All of them. Oh my god. Leovani. Swaddle. The fucking Sawsbuck. Yeah, just not great. Not great.
Stunfisk.
Minchino. Garbodor. That is a shame.
But yeah. You lose Gigalith.
Garbodor's the only decent one in that entire generation.
You don't like Archeops or Caracosta?
No, there are better. No, Archeops. If you ever got not that ability, maybe. Caracosta is the worst rock and water type, and there are many. Crostal. Yeah, Crostal I like.
Yeah. Behem.
Whoa, hang on. Take backs. Forgot about Behem. What an idiot.
Oh dear.
Behem can jog on and get back. Right, so yours was wrong, and mine was Gen 5.
Okay.
Okay. The most important thing to keep Pokemon fresh is... So the most important thing to keep Pokemon fresh is... I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Having lots of sex. That keeps things lively. Having the right chemistry. Although I'm still not sure what that is. ! Working on Pokemon regularly. As you would with anything that matters to you. Multiple choice.
I find these multiple choice answers a little intriguing.
A, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out. B, having lots of sex, that keeps things lively. This is the most important thing to keep your Pokemon fresh. Having the right chemistry, although you're still not sure what that is. ! Working on Pokemon regularly, as you would with anything that matters to you. Most important thing to keep Pokemon fresh.
Working on it regularly.
As you would anything that matters to you.
Yeah.
D. I'm going to go with having lots of sex. Keeps things...
Ironically, yeah.
D. Well, you know, just think of the number of eggs you've hatched in games.
But again, do they procreate, or do they just sort of like magically create eggs? So
because the daycare people, as a group across all games, are like, I don't know how this got here.
Yeah, literally every single time.
Yeah. Don't know, no idea. You gave us this Pokemon, and another one. It's a testament to how good that daycare is. Where they're like, oh yeah, we don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's like keep an eye on them, guys.
Yeah,
you know, that's why I left it there.
Conduct some experiments. But yeah, like some of them, my dittos, man, just
sluts, complete sluts.
Yeah, but also like
jizz buckets.
Dangerous amount of inbreeding.
Yeah.
If you could look at the genetics of all your Pokemon on Pokemon Home, like 20% of them possibly have the same ditto.
Occasionally, there's one Japanese one that's coming for the Matsuda method. Very, very, very early on in the gene pool.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be phenomenal if you could
see the trees.
You could see the trees, yeah, and you'd be like, this one ditto is is making up a significant proportion. Okay.
Mitochondrial DNA came from that one ditto.
Oh, Pokemon Eve, ancestral Pokemon Eve. We've got 3 more questions. Question number 14. When you have spare time, you prefer to have a lie-in on your own. You really need that time to yourself. Run around trying to collect all the berries, wild area items, etc. Catch up with friends. Make sure your partner and you have some uninterrupted time together. A, B, C, D.
Does D entail all 6 Pokemon, or
It's your partner. However you take that to do it.
okay, cool. I'm gonna go for D.
Make sure your partner and you have some uninterrupted time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I'm gonna ask this honestly. I'd like to say D, but actually it's more running around trying to do all the collect all the berries.
Yeah, you're way more into that stuff than me. It's like
I'm a sucker.
Yeah, see, oh god. But yeah, I've lived my life doing dailies previously, in World of Warcraft, because I have to mention it once per podcast.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was wondering how you're going to get it in.
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh dear.
Can we cut that? I don't want to be on a podcast that has the "that's what she said" joke in it. I probably had one already, but
yeah.
edit. I'll make sure that's not in there at the end.
Okay, cool. That's what she said. Right, fine, fucking, let's move on from this.
No, I do get sucked in the dailies, and I have a weird, almost like I make sure I do my dailies before I can then, have fun. Yeah. Like I give up on dailies. I'm very, very quick to identify something that says, "Oh, you just come back tomorrow," or come. I'm just like, well, fuck you. I won't do what you tell me, and just go Rage Against the Machine on them. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, I think that's what that song was originally about, actually.
Yeah.
It was about.
I'm giving you
about the ribbon girl in Olivine City.
Yeah.
Gives you the daily ribbon.
yeah.
If you come back on Saturday, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Exactly.
Oh shit! I didn't write that down. D for you and B for me. 15. A weird one. Dive ball, nest ball, or love ball?
Love ball. Definitely. It suits the fairy aesthetic way better.
Yeah, I'm gonna say dive ball. Love a dive ball, me.
Okay.
Yeah, regularly use it. What am I trying to show off about? Oh yeah, no, me and dive balls. Yeah. Hundreds. I got hundreds of dive balls, mate. Me. So dive
up
ball,
to your balls and dive balls.
Up to my dive balls and dive balls. Last question. I don't know how the points are going to work out in this last question. If you had to cut one Pokemon from all future games, which one would it be?
If I had to cut one Pokemon from all future...
It still exists, to clarify. It doesn't say this in the quiz, obviously, but to clarify, it still exists historically, but it's just gone from all future games. Never comes back.
Mate, there's one which immediately springs to mind, which
okay,
which I was really annoyed with, like, for the last game, and I'm actually annoyed that it's coming back in the new expansion. That's Incineroar.
Yeah, I think it's already back, dude.
Is it already back?
Yeah. Randomly
right.
Got added back. Oh no, all three of them did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that whole switching out to do Intimidate and then having like the priority move. Yeah,
it's just so boring.
Yeah.
It really ruined. I
was already not particularly in love with that one as a fire Pokemon already. But when I saw that mechanic was just in there, I was like, fuck it, I don't like you. I don't want you. that's the first one.
I don't need you. I don't want you. I don't need you here in my... Yeah, carry on.
But yeah, like, I mean, there's probably a plethora of flying / normal types that nobody would miss. Like, nobody would miss Pidgey or
I think you've gone the sensible route and, you know, basically hate pick something.
Yeah.
What would I like to not have to face anymore? Because I think, possibly, for example, Amoonguss is coming back, and I just hate, you know, like when Amoonguss comes out, you're like, oh, fucking... This is going to be a slog. Could be a chore, you know. Put my phone down.
I put Amoonguss in the same category as Ferrothorn. Like, there is always going to be a move to get rid of them. I don't think they're that bad, and I actually quite enjoy Amoonguss's aesthetic. You know, like the toadstool that looks like a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I just don't like. Yeah, I just don't like fighting them.
Yeah, fair.
But then that's probably because I've got special-based rock and water types, which just can't really handle with the Amoonguss. So that's possibly a Amoonguss. Maybe Milotic for the same reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just sinks, you know, oh god, and then it does Aqua Ring, you know, right, okay. Cancel.
Who was the gym leader? I think that was
Cancel
Gen 3.
Oh my god, yeah. And you get all the way through.
Yeah. Oh dear. In fact, it was one of the Elite Four. I think it was Milotic. That's why it was a pain in the tits. Although there is another one that I really hate, but I also love at the same time, and that's Ludicolo.
Yeah, no, same feeling about Ludicolo.
Yeah, because what was it? It was one of the GameCube versions of Pokemon, like Colosseum, I think it was.
Yes.
Where you just faced Ludicolo after Ludicolo after Ludicolo, and you're just like, oh my god, just mix it up. Okay. There's another fucking 250 Pokemon. Do it.
Yeah, and then this guy rain dances up. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leech Seed.
Done. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh god. That's a good shout, actually. I think I'm gonna go for Amoonguss. Or is it Funk? No, it's Amoonguss. I'm gonna go Amoonguss. Sorry, Amoonguss. I know you're coming back in the expansion, or possibly, but you're getting right out. And you're ultimately going for Incineroar?
I feel like if I spent more time on this, I could find something that's more worthwhile. But since Incineroar came straight to my head, I'm just gonna go with my gut. Yeah.
Yeah, go with the gut instinct. Okay, that's right. You need to now keep our listeners entertained for like 3 minutes whilst I quickly add up all these scores.
Oh my god. Okay, right. Well, I did have something prepared before you sprung this whole Pokemon relationship shenanigans on me, and it's kind of what have you been playing? Oh god, because that's the name of the segment, isn't it? What have you been playing? But yeah,
what video game have you currently been playing? That's the name of the segment.
That's the name of the segment. What are you playing? Yeah.
Okay, done. Excellent.
You're done. Okay.
Good feeling.
I've not finished what I was going to say.
Nailed it. Perfect.
All right, fine.
So the results are in. Surprisingly, they're quite high. So results are 90+% capacity.
Capacity?
Apparently.
Compatibility?
Okay. Compatibility, I think what that means should be saying 90+% capacity. Blaine's burning love burns brightly. Ooh. Time to move your platonic heterosexual relationship to the next level. If you've ever had strong feelings for your English friend who does all the heavy lifting on the podcast, writes the funniest blog posts on your shared blog, and is actually better than you at Mario Kart, now is the time to empty those Billy Big Balls and let him know how you feel. Interesting. I don't think that really fits me, but that sounds. They got you to a T.
Fuck you.
Anything you want to say
Nope,
after that?
I'm good.
Cool.
Good quiz.
See you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Metamon